Welcome to China Horse Business, the one and only podcast about Chinese booming horse market. I'm your host Zoe King, founder and CEO of Wonder Horse, from Shanghai, discovering the wonder of horse world.
Hello everyone, I'm Lila. I have been living in France for more than 10 years. I work for Christian Louboutin as a senior sales associate. I use WeChat to stay in touch with my Chinese customers. Recently, I found many of them posted pictures of them riding horses or attending a racing event overseas. I got curious about this new phenomenon. Several persons recommended Zoe to me. So I had a great talk with her yesterday when she arrived in Paris. I'm thrilled to co-host this episode with her.
Bonjour Lila, nice to have you here. First of all, I have to apologize to our listeners that I didn't update last week because I was at Equine's event and had a little technical problem for recording. But I assure you that I will try my best to keep updating.
I think our listeners will find it okay. Don't worry. In today's China Club session, you want to introduce a startup farm in Beijing, right?
Well, not exactly a staff firm, but an equine academy, the Mustang International Equine Academy in Beijing, created by Rifa Group and Beijing Agriculture Professional School. Mustang is the only school who can deliver national diploma specialized in equine sector in Beijing. Currently, there are two majors. One is management of leisure riding, the other one is veterinary. The academy is very focused on professional training program. Each year, they host Chinese Equestrian Association's rider exams and get involved in the route-making process for those exams. I will interview Zhou Wang, the general manager of Mustang, in next week's episode. Stay tuned.
So which upcoming event we should pay attention to?
For the upcoming week, I have to highlight the event which concerned every Chinese. It is the Chinese National Day on October 1st. This year, China celebrates its 70th anniversary by hosting a massive military review and an impressive parade in Beijing. We observe a huge rise of patriotism in every sector and everywhere in China. The official holiday will last for 7 days from October 1st to 7th. It is known as the Golden Week holidays, during which many Chinese will travel in China or overseas. All business except for services sectors will be closed in China. Strongly suggest not to plan any business trip to China in this period.
In China Q&A section, our listeners can also interact with you by leaving their specific questions in Apple Podcast and YouTube. This week, you're going to answer this question from Laura in France. Hi Zoe, congratulations on your show. I listened to the latest episode in which you interview Michelle Wang, owner of Equine International Riding Club, and talk about their event. I found it very informative and interesting. Bravo! I wonder how many female riders like Michelle Wang are there in China. Thanks.
Thank you, Laura, for the question. I know the equestrian sport is the first female sport in France in terms of population of licensed members. In China, the number of female riders is growing very fast. It is estimated that there are 1 million riders in China, among which over 60% are female riders. Many female professionals work in the industry too. They are vets, coach, grooms, stable managers, marketing and salespersons, and investors. But there are much less female professionals than males. They still struggle with difficulties relating to sex equity in this industry.
You met a lot of people during Equine's International Horse Week, and you talked to Damien Aurenche, sales director of Freejump.
Yes, it is a great brand with great products. Let's listen to Damien's feedback on the event and their success story in China. Damien, you are the sales director for Freejump, and I met you in China Horse Fair last weekend. So what's your feeling about it? Are you satisfied with the China Horse Fair this year?
So I was in China a year and a half ago for the horse industry. I've been in Chinese several times. For the horse industry, it was my second time, and it was indeed my first time at the China Horse Fair.
Yes.
Freejump is quite well known in China already. People know us for the stirrups that we do, which are used by many riders to compete and to train everywhere in the world, including China. The idea was to be there to show the new things, and also to show this brand Oscar and Gabriel. So we had a stand with Consulting Asia. I was quite happy with the organization of the fair. I think the organization did a very good job organizing the stands and the area for the stands. Nevertheless, I was not very happy, quite unhappy about how many people visited the fair.
You feel
I was disappointed about this because I think the fair, which was well organized, did not receive as many visitors as what it was supposed to be.
Okay.
Maybe there was a lack of communication to tell all the riders that there was a fair inside the building of Equilius. Mm-hmm. Personally, when I first arrived there, I didn't know, I didn't see any signage showing that there is a fair with many booths and many brands and many stands you could visit. So this certainly could be improved in the future, in my opinion. If you want a fair to be successful, you have to really promote the fair to the entire riding community in Beijing, in Shanghai, in all the main hub for riding in China. The other point also is I am not exactly sure why, but I guess it's because they needed to have the indoor available for the competition, the organization of the competition on Sunday. But in my opinion, the fair should have also be organized for Sunday, not only until Saturday, because on Saturday the fair was finished and there was still some competition running on Sunday.
Okay, yes, a problem of schedule. So you said already that Freejump is well known by Chinese riders and Chinese horse community. Personally, I saw a lot of Chinese riders. They ride on your stirrups. So I was curious how you guys distribute your products in China, through agents, through the tap stores, how it works.
So everywhere in the world, we have the same way of distributing the products, which is through tax shops.
Okay.
We rely on the tax stores because for us it is very important to explain the product to the clients. Freejump is a very innovative brand. Everything we do is technical and bring a very high level of comfort to the riders, with the stirrups, with the shoes and straps, with the tall boots. But to understand the level of technicity and innovation, you have to explain it. It has to be explained to the client. So it is important to distribute through a network of stores. We have selected the best stores, in our opinion, in China today to sell the products. Yes. You can find them in Beijing and also in Shanghai, and very soon in other areas where horse riding is growing very fast in China. We have an agent who is helping to contact the stores and explain to the stores the products. So this agent is exclusive for China. They are consulting Asia. They are not selling the products, but they are helping us to communicate with the best tax shops. Usually when a shop wants to sell Freejump, we require certain things to be able to work with the shop.
Okay. Like what? You require them only sell your products, no similar products? What kind of condition, if you can give us an example?
Well, Freejump is a quite special brand. Everything we do is very innovative and quite different than the other brands. Our stirrups are really, we can say this, really at the competition level, the best stirrups you can find. Mm-hmm. And they are very innovative for many reasons, because the shock absorption of the stirrup is very unique, because we have a safety system which is very unique for over 10 years.
Yes.
So there is no really competitive brand to us. But we, of course, pay attention to which other brands a shop is selling. The shop needs to have some stock to be able to offer the products they need to have stock. And they need to be interested in the product. They need to believe exactly what we believe in, that we are making the best products to give the most comfort to the riders. We also try not to have too many shops in the same area, so we respect the territory of every shop. In Beijing, there are 2 shops at the moment who are selling Freejump.
Yes.
We have Cologne Saddlery. Mustang also has some products. And in Shanghai, we have Bass Long.
Good. Based on your experience with Freejump products in China, is it anything you would like to do differently in this market for the future of Freejump products or for the new brands?
Things that I want to do differently, maybe with the experience we have, is we will be producing some documents in Chinese to explain the technicalities of our products. I'm talking about the stirrups and also the footwear for Freejump. There will be some new information translated in Chinese, so Chinese can really understand in their own language why the products are so good. And for Oscar and Gabriel, which is totally new in China, we have to explain why the airbags integrated inside such a good-looking clothing like Oscar and Gabriel is doing can be beneficial to them, both for the competition and for the training. So we need to have some information translated in Chinese, and we also need to do some videos. I think for China, because the level of riding is growing, and there are many beginners and people who are new to the sport, there is a good potential for Oscar and Gabriel clothing with the airbag inside, because it will bring them more safety for the young riders, but also for the older riders.
So thank you very much, Damien, for accepting our interview and sharing your experience in China.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Thank you to Wonder Horse. I hope your network is growing. I think what you are doing is great. I've met you a few years ago in Hong Kong at the Masters. I think what you do is great. Keep on going, keep on doing it. And thank you to China for welcoming Freejump in such a good way. And all I can say is merci and arigato and shei.
Great. Thank you. Take care. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Damien.
You arrived in France yesterday and will stay until October 9th. What are you planning to do?
I would like to meet as many people in the industry as possible during my stay in France. I would love to listen to their projects related to China and share my experience. I stay in Paris, but also travel to Normandy and Fontainebleau or any other city. Especially on October 2, we are organizing a networking lunch in the racecourse of Fontainebleau in the presence of Mr. Zhang Li, Chinese rider and architect specialized on horse projects. Please write to us on contact@wonder-horse.com to join us for the lunch or to arrange a meeting.
Well, sounds great. Enjoy your stay in France.
Thank you, Lila.
Okay, see you around.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast is produced by Wonder Horse, the platform offering international horse-related experience to Chinese horse lovers. I'm your host, Zoe King. See you next Monday on China Horse Business.